All right, we are back here for another reaction video to a trailer. You're sitting way taller than I am right now.
I can get one of the other chairs.
No, it's fine. We'll deal with it. I'll just sit up straighter. So today the Superman trailer dropped, and so we're going to do a reaction to this. Not much to say about science for a Superman movie, obviously, but we'll have a little bit of fun with it. We're approaching this sort of from two generations, because I grew up with the Christopher Reeve Superman. That to me is what Superman should be. The DC movies were okay. I didn't love them, and they did a lot wrong to me. You know, Superman is supposed to be more about hope and optimism and not the dark, cynical, you know, that sort of thing. That's more of Batman. But Abby's approaching it from a different direction. I don't know if you've seen the Christopher Reeve movies, have you?
No.
So she hasn't seen the Christopher Reeve movies, but she has seen the DC movies. You watched like the whole Zack Snyder Justice League cut, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I watched the Zack Snyder cut. It was fine.
So you're going to get two reactions from two different poles of the spectrum here. So without further ado, we're going to jump in and play the trailer. I like the suit, red, back to red and blue.
Yeah. Well, the black one was also accurate, I think, to the comics. It's just different.
Oh, she really looks like Lois Lane, really doing the Margot Kidder look there.
I thought Lois Lane was like red hair.
No.
Krypto.
Go.
Home. Take me home.
Is the dog also has superpowers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's it. That shot of him sheltering the girl, that's really nice.
Superman.
I love that it's so colorful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Jim Gunn's thing, but I really love it. What do you think?
I think it's nice and colorful. That's something Zack Snyder didn't do in the in the Justice League one. He like sucked all the color out of it.
Yeah, that's something that I thought they really was a missed opportunity in the DCEU. That you have Batman, who's like the Dark Knight, you know, everything's subdued, you know, they have that color grade, and then you should have had like Superman as the contrast to that, because Superman's like the ideal, you know, he's the optimist, he's the, you know, truth, justice, and the American way. I was reading something Joe Posnanski wrote about this, that he said, you know, the thing that makes Superman isn't that he can fly, because other superheroes can fly, or that he has these powers, others have powers. It's that he chooses to be good. You know, he could be anything, and he chooses to be, you know, law and order, you know, square, you know, truth, justice, the American way, that all that stuff. He chooses to be the straight arrow, and that's what makes him so appealing. So it looks like they're getting back to that, you know, more to the optimistic, you know, take that the Christopher Reeve movies had, at least the first two. So you should watch those at some point. They're really very entertaining. And Reeve to me is always going to be Superman, but there's enough room in my heart that for another actor to also be Superman. But you were asking about Krypto. My understanding of the mythology is that Krypto was a dog, Kryptonian dog, that Superman's dad launched into space to test their rocket technology. And that years later, he found his way to Earth, so he has superpowers similar to what Superman does, which is why he can drag him like that. So I didn't think I'd like Krypto. I thought it would be silly, but I'm getting a sort of like Baby Groot Rocket Raccoon vibe here, where it's going to be a cute CG creature that is really well done, which Gunn also excels at.
Is it CG or did they use a real dog?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up. Maybe one of you in the comments knows. I suspect it's probably a little bit of both, that they have a real dog and they do some mocap and all that, and use some CG for the superpowers. But I mean, it looks fantastic. I also like the only other cast member I recognized was Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. He was in Fury Road as Nux and has been in a few other things. He was the war boy who changed to the good side.
Oh, okay, that one.
And I think Holt's going to kill it. He's a really great actor, and I think he's going to just really own that role. And yeah, I don't know. There's probably a million Easter eggs in there. I don't know enough about the lore to like say, oh, that's whatever. That's who this person is. There were a lot of different characters in there that I didn't recognize because I'm not steeped in the lore. Like the guy shining the green ring, it looks like a Green Lantern type thing, or the girl with the mace flying around. I don't know what that is, but I did read some comments from Gunn that he's trying to have like an established universe that Superman goes into, rather than trying to establish all the characters from scratch, so that there's lots of superheroes and then this is the big one arriving. So I think that approach might be interesting to use, rather than having to go through the origin story of everyone for the 7 millionth time. But yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. I mean, superhero movies are kind of, we both watched the Infinity Saga up to, Endgame. And then we sort of lost interest. And we've watched occasional MCU and DCEU stuff since then. But we're not as, devoted to it as, I mean, I still haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, which she's telling me I need to. But, so they have sort of lost a little bit of their luster. But hopefully this will bring some of it back, and some of the old school optimism and enthusiasm and uplift that we kind of used to have in superhero movies. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. We'll see what happens in the next trailer, but this channel's about science. There's really not a lot of science to talk about. If you go to a planet with a red sun, from a red sun to a yellow sun, it's not going to give you superpowers. Sorry, that's not how physiology works. Might, because of lower gravity, have some advantages, but you're not going to be able to shoot laser beams out of your eyes or anything like that. But it's Superman, it's fantasy, so I don't worry too much about that. So we'll see where this goes with this, but I'm definitely thumbs up.
Yeah. All
right, so that's our quick reaction to this. Let us know what you thought in the comments. If you'd like more of these, we do these occasionally, but not too often. But this one, I heard so much buzz about, I thought we had to do a reaction video to it. I'll have more on the channel in the next few weeks. We've had some issues with why the channel's been kind of slacking a bit lately, but hopefully we'll get some more content out soon. In the meantime, I'm Mike Siegel. I write for Ordinary Times. This is my daughter Abby. She does not, but she just got accepted to college, so she's going to be a superhero in her own right. So until next time, see you later.